Hey man, what's going on? I'm ready to come over and watch the game. What? Your wife wants to know why I keep making triangles on your toilet tissue? That wasn't me. It was probably Tommy. You know, from Tommy from housekeeping. He probably, he liked to take his work with him, but it wasn't me. Yeah. All right, I'll be right over.
I am Bruce Jordan. I'm former IHG corporate and I manage over $1 billion in assets and $300 million in revenue. Well, Michael Jordan is the basketball. Bruce Jordan is the same to the hotel industry. My main goal is to give your hotel guests an amazing experience and give your hotel the tools it needs to keep your revenue numbers in the black and beyond. And now you're watching another episode of Hotel Management Do's and Don'ts. Lately, more and more guests don't carry cash with them, which means the housekeepers aren't getting as many tips as they used to. We Tip Hotels allow guests to tip your employees with their credit card, and it doesn't cost your hotel a dime. Get your employees more money at wetiphotels.com.
We are here at the Watt Rahway. This is a Hilton Tapestry property, and this property is like Michael Jackson. They don't stop until you get enough. Now, when you walk into this property, you can feel the force. Here we go. Welcome to the Watt by Hilton. Let's get it. Now, before we get started, I need a quick favor. If you can hit that subscribe button, it helps grow the channel. And of course, we're able to deliver content like this to you on an ongoing basis. Now, this hotel is about 15-20 minutes away from Newark Airport. What I love about this hotel is literally right across the street from the train station. So if you want to save a little bit of money, all you got to do is check in here and take this train right into New York City. Now, with most hotels that are located near a train station, guests tend to complain about the noise from the train, but during my stay, I couldn't hear anything, so they must be using some type of soundproof paint or some type of soundproof caulking or something. Now, this cool 75-room hotel has a style all of its own. Now, first, I'd like to pay my respect to this property and to Hilton because this hotel had closed down so it can take care of first responders. Anyone that takes care of the people that take care of us is a hero in my book. So thank you for a job well done. Now, another thing about Rahway, they have some great hidden gems when it comes to restaurants. And one of those hidden gems is Cook's Kitchen Seafood. And you know what they're known for? They have this famous, legendary lobster mac and cheese. Also, we can't forget about the King Kong burger. But the seafood here is amazing. You're going to love it. And it's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from the hotel. Now, what makes this hotel stand out is the exquisite style and design. It gives them a cutting edge over their competition, from the incredible artwork to the unique lighting, and of course that rocking bar. This hotel is what most guests are looking for. One thing that really stood out was the high ceilings. These ceilings were so high that Spider-Man needed an asthma pump after he finished climbing them. Also, check out this cool retro clock. I've never seen anything like it in a hotel before. Now, when I see name brand toilet tissue inside of a hotel, I start to second guess myself because I use the cheapest stuff you can find. My toilet tissue is so cheap that every time I blow my nose, it snows. Ooh, it's starting to feel a little bit like Christmas. Hey, Santa Claus, you want some toilet tissue? My toilet tissue is so cheap, it has a fragile sign on the roll. My toilet tissue is so cheap that I don't shake hands with the guests after they check in. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a hugger and it's COVID. I know you understand. Thank you. Yeah, that one checked in already. Now, this furniture is solid. It must have cost a fortune. The last thing any hotel wants to do is go cheap when it comes to furniture. it usually leads to nothing but lawsuits and legal fees. But I feel so sorry for these housekeepers that gotta clean behind this armoire. Whew, they gonna need a weight belt to move this thing. I don't want no problems with this housekeeping department, because if they could lift that, that means they could lift me too. Yeah, not happening. The good thing is that the room was clean, but me personally, I like my beds tucked just a little bit tighter. But other than that, the operations was pretty smooth at this place. Even the fitness center was spotless, which is a must during COVID. Now, let's take a look at revenue. If you look here, you can see that their revenue management is actually pretty strong. They're not priced too high and they're not priced too low. They're priced just right to take enough reservations from this home to suite. That's not too far from them. Now, for social media, I love the way that they have pinned like the most important posts to the top, but I don't like their posting schedule. And this is what usually happens. We, especially for a smaller property, we tend to try to do everything ourselves, which is just a recipe for disaster. Now, me and myself personally, I probably try to post more consistently, and keep things stable. Now, if you have to do it yourself, the best person to train is Night Audit to do social media. But please, if you can, hire the professionals, because if you try to do it yourself, you're not gonna like the results that you're getting, which is why I'm explaining this about this hotel, because I don't like the results that we're getting. Now let's move on to breakfast. Unfortunately, at the time of my stay, breakfast wasn't up and running yet. This hotel literally just opened from closing. So breakfast should be up and running now, but at the time of my stay it wasn't. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to read one of the reviews to see how breakfast was. According to John, he gave this place a 9.6 and he said he loved breakfast. So I'ma roll with it, man. I'ma roll with it. Now it's time for the hotel bash. It's hotel bash time. Now, according to surveys, at least 1 in 100 million guests are allergic to pictures. And I think this hotel was trying to protect that 1 in 100 million, because you got these huge, high, tall ceilings and not one picture in sight. Ooh, I guess I'm allergic to pictures. I'm 1 in 100 million. Now, the only reason I will remove pictures from a room is so that it'll be less for the housekeepers to clean. So if you want to expedite the housekeeping process, you remove the pictures that have less things to clean or less things to clean during the deep clean. But other than that, pictures tend to brighten up the room, so I'll probably try to leave at least 1 or 2 in there. Now let's move on to these scores. When it comes to cleanliness, this place was really good. I just wish the beds was tucked a little bit tighter. So for that reason, I'm going to give them a 9.0 when it comes to operations. Now, their revenue management was pretty good, but their social media could have used some free throws. So for revenue, I'm going to give them an 8.5. Now for breakfast, I didn't get a chance to try breakfast, but I'm going to take John at his word, who did get a chance to try breakfast from the review, and I'm going to give them an 8.5 for breakfast. Now that gives this property a total score of 8.6. Now, as you know, my numbers are just advisory. If you want this hotel to win, you got to vote. And the way to vote is all you got to do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and just leave a little comment down below and let me know what this score should be in your eyes. Now, if you think your hotel has what it takes to be on Hotel Management Do's and Don'ts, we are doing open enrollment for season 4 and 5. All you gotta do is go to hotelguestmanagement.com/enroll and enter your hotel to get in the competition. Thank you for tuning to another episode of Hotel Management Do's and Don'ts. And you know what we are here to do. We are here to make your revenues rise up once again.